Hi everyone, so this is the video on what's going to happen in the first lesson of the project. So first thing is where we access it. So here's our MAD21 notebook, and then it's this tab, Project Guide, which you should have access to and all the students. So there's just a brief thing what we're trying to do in this lesson. Choose the groups, choose the festival, start your planning, and then file is currently because I've already opened it. Okay, and then everything else is in this PowerPoint. So please, if you can check that it opens before the lesson, that would be very helpful. Okay, so let's just go from the beginning. So we'll have a quick look through it. So first thing you're going to do is choose the groups. There's a quick video I made, it's only about a minute and a half, which just goes through the project. So just to try and avoid over talking 50,000 PowerPoint slides, put a lot of the information in there. Also useful for the teachers as well. So you can click it there. If that's not working, the link's there. So choosing your groups. So they're going to work in groups of 6. That's essential. Or 4 groups per class. If the numbers are a little bit different in the class, some classes are a little bit bigger and smaller. I've put desirable mixture of genders in the group. Okay, I'll leave that to maybe the first teacher to think about. So obviously we want some choice with the groups, but you know, if we can see groups that we don't think are going to work that well, as a teacher you can maybe coerce the students to maybe rethink that. I think as long as everybody in the group has 1 or 2 people that they're happy to work with, then it's fine to mix them with some other people, because they're not really going to do very much work all together as a 6. So I think that depends a little bit on the class. We had a chat about that with the heads of departments. So within your group of 6, you'll form smaller groups to complete your tasks, but you can only work with people within your group of 6. Okay, so the main thing with the group of 6 is that we only want 4 projects per class, 4 finished videos. Otherwise, it's going to be too many. So I've put a few things to think about for the students. So the expertise, leadership skills, what interests you the most, for them to have a think about. Okay, so this is in the video, and that's a quick overview of the kind of things they'll be doing in their lessons and what the kind of festival theme is. I'm sure they can find one that interests them. Obviously, the challenge might be choosing which one interests the majority of the group. And I guess that's where, if someone really wants to do another group, another project, then that's maybe where there can be a bit of switching of students. So that they're doing something they're really interested in. Okay, so it says sit in your newly formed groups in pairs within your group of 6. Research one of the 3 festivals using the videos and questions provided. These can be found in the project guide. So if there's a excuse me, a link there, there's just a quick picture to show you where to find it, and for the students, but basically it's all under here. So, and this has been copied into all of the students area. So project guide, they've got all of this. So 2 of them out of the 6 will research the Whitby one. They've got a video to watch. It says just watch the first 3 minutes because it's quite long. Burning Man, the same. This video I had to edit because there was some quite juicy content in it, so I just chopped it up a little bit. So they need to watch that one rather than searching for one. Wonder Fruit, same. So in their group, they'll research all 3 festivals and then present to each other in their group, have a chat through it, decide which festival they would like to pursue as a group. So, very important, each group must fill out this questionnaire with their group members and chosen festival. You can access it using the QR, so they can scan it with their iPad, or there's a link to it there. Okay, so the questionnaire, very simple. So, name of all your group members, which form group are you in, which festival have you chosen, and then just a couple of questions about why they have chosen it. So that will get sent to me. So it will show me all of the groups across year 9, and then I can send those back to you. So, for example, if you're teaching 9.1 later in that week and they've already chosen their groups, you can see who is working together. Okay, I've put if it's not completed by lesson 1, a group and a festival will be allocated to you. They can't go to their next lesson unless they've done this. So I'll just have to do it for them. So there is a bit of urgency and necessity to getting that done in the first lesson. Not saying, oh, I'll do it when I get home or something like that. Okay, so this is a quick overview of the questions, just a few questions. I think the main thing is just watching the video and getting some images and sounds about what these events are like. Then there's a slide on the video that they need to produce at the end. So the idea is they're filming throughout the project. So not just their end piece of work, but their kind of process. So, for example, in drama, we obviously want to see the finished work, but also maybe the process of it from weeks 1 to 4. Some stuff about promoting it, etc., and then the prizes and stuff like that. So that's fairly clear. This is a little task they can do about planning. So this is based on the documentary, the FYRE Festival, which was an absolute car crash. So that's quite a fun little activity to do, about the importance of planning. That should only take about 5 minutes or so to do. And then the last thing is about the planning document and filling that in. So again, this is going to be on OneNote, and there's a link to it here, but I've actually put it in the collaboration space. So, for example, if you're in 9.8, just happens to be on this one, the students can copy this, paste it, fill in their group members, the festival chosen, and then that can be completed during the lessons for the last couple of minutes, or maybe at the end of the week. I'm not going to be too strict on this because it can kind of slow down some of the creativity, but I think it's useful that each week they're putting something in here to help them with getting to the end of the project on time. So that's what we do in lesson 1. Obviously, if you finish that and you wanted to start the tasks in your lesson, and you say you had 10-15 minutes left, then by all means go through that, or you can explain what you're going to do in your actual art or music or drama lessons. But I feel there's probably enough there to fill a lesson, but I didn't want to also have so much that it wasn't manageable. So just see how it goes. Most people are going to do the lesson once, a couple of people twice. So yeah, it's important that everybody knows what's happening with that. Okay, so that's it for the first lesson. Any questions, again, just let me know, and then I'll do something for the last lesson nearer the time in June.